How's it going, everybody, and welcome to another Wakai Kami production. And today we're bringing you a review for Attack on Titan Season 2 Episode 8. And the name of this episode is Warrior, which it's a really good one, you guys. It's full of spoilers, and to be honest with you guys, I can't do a spoiler-free review, so I'm just gonna have to bring you everything in this review. So just be cautious. I'll let you know when the spoilers get really bad. But in the beginning, it won't be too many spoilers. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, the episode opens with a really dreary atmosphere. It's like raining the entire time, and it's actually, it fits the episode once you really get into it. I really like the cinematography that they do, and just the way that they introduced this episode with the clouds, with the rain, with the everything was done right. It was beautiful atmosphere, and I want to go ahead and give them a thumbs up for that. The way that they brought it in, just the tone that they set, awesome job. Now, we find out in this episode that Ymir is not actually dead, which I guess I should say I found that out, because I thought she was dead at the last episode. I thought because she had the big wound in her stomach and everything, you know, she was missing an arm and a leg, and it didn't look like she was healing, but it turns out she is healing slowly. She's not dead, so we're gonna assume that they're gonna take her to the hospital, and they're gonna get her some help. They're not treating her as an enemy yet, but they're gonna get some information from her, because she has to know something. You know, she knows something about humanity, and she has information that she was withholding, and you can't unfortunately walk away from that with no problems whatsoever. So Ymir is gonna come back into the story, which is great because I love her. Everybody, I've said that on the last review. I love Ymir. I think she's my favorite female character. Maybe Mikasa. I haven't thought about it too much, but I like Ymir a lot. So we figure out what's going on with her, and I'm glad that she's still alive. And we also come to see that Krista, who is not actually Krista anymore, her name is actually Historia. We come to figure out that she's kind of going through the same situation with Armin, not to the same extreme, because Armin literally put his life on the line and begged them not to kill Eren in season 1 when they figured out that Eren was a Titan. But Historia is essentially going through the same thing. She's going to be trying to convince the scouts, you know, and everybody basically, to keep Ymir alive, because she's not a threat to humanity. She tried to convince them that, hey, she fought for us to survive, and you know, it's gonna come in later to see what I'm eager to see what they're gonna do with Ymir, and that's pretty cool as well. So we figure out that the scouts actually show up to repair the wall and to figure out what's going on, to see where the damage is. So they're just waiting there for a minute, just, you know, that's what they're doing. They're scouting the area. They expect more Titans to show up, but there's actually no Titans, so we'll get into that. I also want to talk about Reiner. Reiner's cool, man. Reiner's awesome. I think Reiner's a badass, like, to be completely honest. I mean, and they talk over some stuff with Reiner just to show what he's been through. He's been through 2 near-death experiences with Titans so far, with the female Titan, which we'll definitely get into that in a second. That's the juicy bit. But with the female Titan, and also with this most recent Titan that bit and broke his arm, which his arm is in a sling at this point in time anyway. So Reiner's cool. You know, we figure out that, you know, that's just, he's just a badass. we can't deny that at this point in time. He's been through a lot, he's survived a lot, and he's still here. You know, so we also get a really cool surprise. At least I thought it was cool. I thought it was pretty awesome. We get to see the appearance of Hannes. I believe is how you Hannes. I believe that's how you say his name. But if you remember back in season 1, he was the one that saved Mikasa and Eren from the Titan that ate their mom. He was gonna try to fight it initially, but he got scared. Which, I mean, that's acceptable, man. Anybody's gonna get scared when they gotta fight an actual Titan. He's not a scout or anything like that. He was just a guard. So he got scared, but he did end up saving Eren and Mikasa from the Titans. So thanks to him, we have our main characters, you know. So Hans is cool. Hans, however you want to say it, he's pretty cool. But here's the juicy bits. This is where the spoilers begin. So Reiner, it comes to find out that Reiner knows Annie, and Berthold knows Annie. They're all from the same town, village, you know, whatever you want to call it. And we come to find out that they all know each other, which, you know, that's not necessarily too surprising at the beginning, you know. I mean, it does bring up questions, because, you know, Annie's under question. She was the female Titan, you know, which is old spoilers, so you should know that. But we get into the real meat here. It turns out that Reiner is he reveals to Eren that he is the Armored Titan and that Bertholdt is the Colossal Titan. And Annie, they knew that Annie was the female Titan the whole time. They did not know about Ymir, but they did know about Annie. So we come to figure out that we have 2 more humanoid Titans now, 2 more human/Titans with Bertholdt and Reiner. And oh my God, man, let me tell you something right now, man. That's crazy. That's insane. I didn't expect it. You gotta remember, I don't read the manga and I don't try to spoil it for myself. So I kind of figured that Reiner could be the Colossal Titan by the hair, but that was it. But I didn't expect it. And that got confirmed this time around. So when we figured that out, Mikasa's listening, and Reiner, he goes crazy for a minute. He's like, maybe I'm insane. Maybe we've been out here for too long, because he offers Eren a chance to come with them and he won't destroy the wall. But Eren decides not to do it. He's like, Reiner, dude, you're tripping. You're crazy. You've been out here for too long, man. You can't be the Colossal or the Armored Titan. And Reiner's like, you know what, man? Forget. Apparently he snaps at that time. He's like, maybe we have been out here too long, but I'm gonna do what I have to do. He tries to turn into the Armored Titan. Mikasa attacks, and that's when we finally actually get to see the transformations. And oh my God, to actually see Reiner transform into the Armored Titan and to see Bertholdt do his long transformation into the Colossal Titan, it was crazy, man. Like, they had already talked about it, and like they did it in such a nonchalant way that I thought was like just beautiful dialogue. But to see it was crazy. And I just want to interject for a second before I keep going, because I remember this part. Not Annie, but Sasha. Oh my God, dude, she's just a nut. She's funny in this episode, man. So just watch out for her. But she's a nut. But back to what was going on. So with Bertholdt and Reiner being Titans, it's crazy, man. I thought it was an excellent reveal the way that they did it, and I'm just super excited to see what's gonna go on with that. That's an awesome reveal, and just to see what's going to happen. We also get revealed that the reason why the female Titan knew the location of Eren in season 1, back when they were in that formation and Eren was on the right flank, is because that first near-death experience with the Titan that Reiner had was actually with the female Titan, which now we know is Annie. And while he was in Annie's hands, at first when we saw it, it looked like he did a badass escape and cut her hands and got out of there when we thought he was gonna die. But actually, while he was in her grasp, it seems that he gave her the location of Eren. So it turns out that Reiner had been working behind the scenes as a Titan for a while, him and Bertholdt. So, I still think they're cool characters. I don't know their true motives, so we'll see. But once we figure all that out, we get the best ending to the episode, which I will say it's a cliffhanger, but regardless of it being a cliffhanger, it's just an awesome ending to the episode. We get Eren, who was in the grasp of the Armored Titan, transforming into his Titan form. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you right now, the hype that is building up. It's about to go down. They are about to bang it out. Let me tell you, I can't wait. I've been anticipating this fight for so long, and I've been waiting to see this fight. We got Eren versus the Armored Titan, hand-to-hand fighting, man, Titan style, dude. It's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be nasty, and I just can't wait. And I'm predicting that Eren, if he couldn't handle Annie as the female Titan, the Armored Titan might give him the work, dude. I'm sorry, he might beat that ass, and I'm just gonna be 100% honest. We're gonna see them bang it out like true gentlemen, in the streets, and we're also gonna see Mikasa and the scouts is what it looks like. We're gonna see Mikasa and the rest of the scouts that are present are gonna go ahead and take on the Colossal Titan, which that's gonna be a feat in itself. The Colossal Titan is freaking huge. He's freaking huge. So to see them take him on is gonna be a task to take on for them, and we're gonna see I'm predicting we're gonna see some deaths. Unfortunately, somebody's gonna lose to this Colossal Titan. I don't know if them prior being with the scouts, and fighting with them is gonna bring any mercy forth. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. Maybe it's just gonna be a bloodbath. Who knows? I'm also anticipating, man, maybe the Beast Titan's gonna show up and help. Who knows, man? We got so many things coming, but I just want to say that cliffhanger, I'm not mad at it. It's a great cliffhanger, and it just has me so excited for the next episode. The next episode is going to be called Close Combat. Awesome name for the episode, because we're going to have some straight close combat with Eren and the Armored Titan, and we're going to have the scouts taking on the Colossal Titan. But thank you guys for tuning into my review. We'll have another one next week, and thank you guys so much. I'm out.